here. So to talk, I want you just to open your mind. Like I said, maybe you're going to learn about some great products. What I first want you to think about is this: where are you at in your life? Do you love your life on a daily basis? Do you feel like you're making a difference? Do you feel like you're living a life of purpose? Are you getting close, or are you on track to living the life that you've always dreamed that you were living? Because for me, my story was that when Arbonne came across my path, I was in corporate America, like many people are, and I had a really good job, a job that people were asking me all the time how to get into my industry. And I felt I was very thankful for the job that I had. But here's the thing: I wanted more. I was working a lot. I was working 50 to 60 hours a week. I had one child at the time, and I was the stability for our household in our income because my husband's always been an entrepreneur and he's always owned his own business. So I had this safe job, but yet if I really took a look at it, if I could wave a magic wand, there were definitely things that I would change. And deep down, I wanted something different, but I didn't even know if it existed. Because when I graduated college and high school, I wanted to have a big time career. I wanted to feel like I was making a difference, that I was being successful, but yet I also wanted to have a good home life, a good lifestyle where I wasn't working 24/7 and the stress level wasn't crazy high and I didn't have vacation days that I was doling out. And that, as I got into the workforce and started working, I realized, okay, maybe that doesn't exist. And then years down the road, an acquaintance friend of mine introduced me to Arbonne. And I will tell you, I never, ever thought that I was going to be a consultant for Arbonne products and that this was going to be the vehicle for me to get what I wanted out of life. Never in a million years. I really kind of looked down on it a bit. I thought, oh, those are for people who just need to make a little bit extra, or maybe they can't get a job, so they have their own home-based business. I didn't understand the industry, and I didn't understand the upside of it. And so it really took me back when this acquaintance friend of mine, Jody, called me up and she wanted me to take a look at this business plan. And when she told me it was Arbonne, I knew Arbonne was about Swiss skincare and health and nutrition products. We're all about beauty from the inside out. And I thought, whoa, wait a minute. You're one of the smartest people I know. You just left a high-powered corporate position and you're selling skincare and nutrition products? Like, what did I miss? And I had a lot of ideas in my head, but I definitely thought, good luck with that. But I learned about the products and I thought, well, I was turning 30 and maybe I should start washing my face because I didn't want to look older than I am. I was okay with aging. I just was like, but I don't ever want to look, no one ever wants to look older than they are. So I thought, well, maybe I should start taking care of myself a little bit. And I fell in love with the products. And little by little, I learned a little bit more about the company. So what I want you to know is that this is kind of where are you at? Take a little gut check and think, is there something more that I want? And for me, Arbonne was not what I thought I was looking for, but it was absolutely everything I wanted, but it just came in a different package. And I'm extremely grateful for my friend that introduced me to it. I didn't necessarily decide right away. I thought she was crazy, but then I also saw that she was being really successful. And I saw where I was at in corporate America and that things were changing. There were going to be layoffs. I was getting a new boss. The stress was high. Bonuses were being cut. I mean, if you're in corporate America, you understand what I'm talking about. And I just thought, is this really as good as it gets? Is this what this is going to be? Because I'm great with working and I enjoy working, but I also want to feel like I'm getting somewhere and then I'm getting value and then I'm not working myself to the bone for nothing. And Arbonne really made that switch for me. So Um, hold on. Okay, so we've been around for 35 years, and people usually are shocked by that because so many people are like, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Is it Airborne or Arbani or Arbonne? It's Arbonne. And what I love about the fact that people don't know us is that a big reason for that is Arbonne as a company was ahead of its time. We have always been about pure, safe, beneficial products. But think about it, in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, for, at least in the United States, that was not even on our radar. People didn't care. And I will tell you, when I first purchased my skincare set and my baby line for my son, I thought it was great that it was clean products, but that wasn't the selling point for me. It was the results. It was the fact that I saw significant results in my friend and her skin, and I saw some before and afters, and I thought, well, this is probably really good stuff. So I'm gonna get it. And I fell in love with the products because of what they gave to me. But it wasn't about the ingredients then. But what's interesting now is that everyone is looking for what we have to offer and what we've always been about, and we're the experts, but they don't know where to go and they don't know who to trust. I had someone just today send me a link to a website of a company, and they were like, well, this is what they're claiming, whatever. And what I thought was interesting is I just went on real quick to just, help her and answer some questions. There was no ingredient policy. There were like, they said things, but do they have anything to back it up? And I love that with Arbonne as a company, it's a company of integrity. You know what you're getting. You know that we stand behind it. And you know what our ingredient policy is if you want to. You know what we don't put in and we do. So we were just early, and now we're booming because people are learning and getting educated about what we're putting in and on our bodies, and that it really makes a difference. The products that you're using, it makes a difference in your overall health. It really does. And so it's a perfect, it's kind of like the convergence of times. So what is network marketing? Network marketing is the industry that we're in Arbonne. I did not understand this before I decided to sell these products, but what it is just a different way to distribute products, and it's brilliant. I was a business major, and I was in advertising and marketing in a former corporate life. What we know in advertising and marketing is that the most powerful form of advertisement is word of mouth. It's word of mouth. I want you to think about who cuts your hair, who mows your lawn. Do you have a cleaning lady, a favorite dry cleaner, restaurant, the book you're reading, the movie you just saw, some of your favorite recipes that you use, babysitters, schools that you decided to, check into, stores, you name it, dentists, lawyers. I mean, the list is endless. How did you learn about those? Who told you? I guarantee 98% of those, you're doing that or going to that place or purchasing that product because of someone telling you about it. It wasn't because of some fancy advertisement. And in network marketing, what they do is instead of paying for advertising up front, they do it after the product is sold, which is totally brilliant. And the people that they pay are people like me who have sold the product for them. We literally live in a world of networking. That's what we do. That's how we operate. You might say to yourself, well, I could never do this because I don't sell. Oh my goodness. You sell all the time. You just don't realize it because you're recommending things. You're referring people, but you don't necessarily get a thank you check like I do when I tell people about Arbonne products. And it absolutely has to be something that you believe in for sure. But once you really love something and you really believe in it and you know that it's an incredible value to other people that you care about, how can you not share about it? How can you not? So it's like having a virtual franchise. That's exactly what I have, and what I teach people to do is how to have their own virtual franchise. These are products that people use on a daily basis. So you take out all of the middlemen, which we're seeing on a daily basis in all sorts of stores. I mean, the last time I saw a checkout person at Home Depot, I don't know. Like they're forcing you to all these self-checkout lines, and even bank tellers are hard to find these days. They're getting rid of all of the middlemen to try to cut costs. But in something like this, it's a win-win-win. It's a win for the manufacturer, Arbonne, because they don't have the overhead like traditional retailers do. It's a win for me as a consultant because I get the advertising dollars that they would have spent after the product is sold. And it's a win for a consumer because you're getting a really high quality product at an unbelievable deal, and you can get it shipped directly to your home. So it's just like Amazon, and where you go on and you order online and it ships directly. One of the first things I thought about when my friend Jody told me about Arbonne and that she thought I should look into it is I thought, oh, I don't want to be one of those people that runs products everywhere, has a closet full of stuff, and oh my gosh, no way. Well, we don't do that. There's no need for it. With the internet, with shipping, like stuff gets sent directly to someone's doorstep. I'm not running products around, and that was big. And I don't have a garage full of products that I'm trying to sell someone a certain color of lipstick or whatever. No, it is a try it. If you love it, keep it. If you don't, oh my gosh, we'll send it back or, exchange it for something else. So I loved the ease of the business, how simple it was. And in today's day and age, isn't everyone looking to make things more simple? I love it when I can find something that's efficient, that I feel like I'm not wasting my time. And what I want you to think about is, what if you were to go around in your household and you were to take every product in your home that Arbonne has an equivalent product for, you would have a laundry basket full of products, a laundry basket, and you're getting them from all over the place. But I would argue that most of the time, you're not getting a discount on those products, whether you're buying them at CVS or Neiman Marcus, and you're not getting paid on the products that you're using, which is super fun. So when my husband figured out, because he was extremely skeptical of this industry, and was it some kind of scam, or, do people actually really make money, or is it just a tiny few, and blah, blah, blah. When he really, dove into what the compensation was, how you get paid, everything, looking at all the analytics, and he realized, holy cow, you're not only getting paid on things that you sell, but we get paid on the stuff that we use in our own household. He's like, this is a no-brainer. So why Arbonne? Why now? I'm going to go over a couple of key factors that just to think about. So we have a wide range of consumable products. This is all about personal care, health and wellness from the inside out. We were about health and wellness before there was actually a health and wellness industry. Okay. So we really pioneered this industry, and this is what we're all about. But you use shampoo, if you're a woman, you use some kind of makeup, whether it's mascara or something, you use protein shakes, you use hair care, sunscreen. I mean, this is stuff that people have in their homes. Like I realized I don't need to go to my friend Lisa and say, Lisa, it's a really good idea to wash your hair. Guess what? Lisa washes her hair. She wants to take care of it. It's just, is she getting a really, really high quality product that has good ingredients that aren't harmful and toxic? And is she getting a really good value? Or is she just helping make other people a lot of money that she doesn't even know? So we have a wide range of consumable products. The advantage that we have is that what our products don't have in them and what they do. If you're here in the United States, 97% of what is sold, whether it's in a CVS, Walgreens type situation, or some Neiman Marcus, Barney's type situation, or dermatologist's office, or whatever, 97% of what is sold has a lot of stuff that has been banned in other parts of the world. Do you know that Europe has banned over 1,200 ingredients in their personal care products? And here in the United States, we've banned less than 12. I think that that's shocking. and horrific, frankly. So even if something is, quote unquote, from some company that seems like it's French or Swiss, or, like, they have different formulations that they sell in countries like the United States. It's not all the same, and which is completely unfair. And you're going to see a huge change over the next 5 to 10 years. And we're already seeing it as far as people talking about ingredients. But here's what I love: the simplification of, I don't have to worry about it. I know when I buy from Arbonne, I know what I'm getting. I know I'm getting an extremely high quality product that doesn't have the junk in it. We don't have gluten. We don't have petroleum products. We don't have animal products or byproducts, which you might be like, what do you mean animal products? If you ever heard of a rendering plant, an animal rendering plant, just Google it. You can learn about it. Do you know that there's formaldehyde in shampoos and hair care products? There's chemical dyes and fragrances, artificial sweeteners, colors, flavors. There's all this junk that goes into products that we're using on a daily basis. And Arbonne, we do not have that in our products. And here's why. As people are getting more and more concerned about what they're putting in their mouth, in their bodies, consuming as food, which is very, very important. But what a lot of people are ignoring is what you're putting on your skin, because they now know that under 60 seconds, what you put on your skin is absorbed into your bloodstream. And within a matter of minutes, it is found in every organ of your body. And so you think about the stuff that you're putting on your body day in and day out, day in and day out. At some point, it does have an effect. So we have plant-based formulations. We blend the best of science and nature. The products that tout that they're 100% natural, I would just be wary of. My background is in pharmaceuticals, and I will just say things that are truly 100% natural have no shelf life, okay? But we are absolutely 100% botanically based, and what's wonderful about being botanically based is that your body knows how to synthesize it. It knows how to read it, how to digest it, what to do with it, and it has long-term effects. If you've ever taken a medication and after several years or whatever, it doesn't work for you as well, that's because it's synthetic. Your body builds up a tolerance, but it doesn't do that with things from nature. So we use the highest quality ingredients. We're clinically proven. I mean, we're just amazingly high quality products that you can get for unbelievable prices. So most people know us for our skincare. The RE9 Advance is our anti-aging line. It literally was the first of its kind in the marketplace. And we do all these comparisons with other big time brands, and Arbonne beats it. So I love that the effectiveness, it's not just knowing that you're putting good things on your body or in your body with our nutrition products. It's that we have such a commitment to the results that you get. It's absolutely about the results. And that's what completely won me over. We also have a full line of nutrition products and active products for like in sports. So pre and post running and working out and things like that. The protein shakes that we have, the energy drinks. These are things that people are using more and more, but we don't have a lot of artificial stuff in it. We don't have any. And it's stuff that's good for you. And we have a plan in place for people who want to maybe set the reset button, and maybe they want to have some weight loss. Maybe they want to get on a better path, like make a lifestyle change. We have a 30 Days to Healthy Living program, which is absolutely phenomenal. And I highly recommend, if you're interested in knowing more about that, ask your consultant. But the second thing that I want to talk to you about real quickly is leveraging your time, because this is really important. Looking at this from a business perspective, I thought, well, this is great. I know I like the products. I see my friend being really successful, but what is it exactly that I would do? And is it achievable? Like, can I even do it? Or is it only people who do this crazy full time and are psycho, do they make money? So Within Arbonne, you have a consumable product, which equals repeat sales, and you have online ordering. So people go online with their own accounts and they order, and I do get a commission for my customers that I've introduced to Arbonne. But as I help other people set up their online virtual franchise, I get a little bit of commission from them as well. And what I loved is that if you just start with 4, like if you think of multiples of 4, like this business, you could get to the top of the company. And I thought, well, gosh, out of all the people I know at least 4 people who are like me, where I'm doing fine. I mean, my life is fine, but I'd love more freedom and flexibility. I'd love to be able to give myself a raise that I think I deserve. I'd love to not be limited, that in order to move up in this company, I have to move. There were so many, I'd love to not count vacation days. And to be able to leverage your time, that's the key to any success. Because I'm talking to you right now, and I don't know the network that I've built over the last 11 years. I don't know who is buying products right now, or who's talking to somebody about Arbonne, and somebody's purchasing products. But I am at the point where I'm making money almost around the clock. And it's because of the network that I've built. But I'm here doing this right now. And then I'm going to be with my kids and putting them to bed. And I can't tell you that you cannot put a price tag on freedom and flexibility. If you don't want to work at all, if you just want to have this be like Ed McMahon showing up and you win $1 million or whatever, that's not what this is. Network marketing, you do work, but you work it in the nooks and crannies. I worked it alongside of my very full-time job that I felt like I was swimming in. And as I built it, I actually worked my way out of corporate America, and they couldn't pay me enough to go back. Like, there's no way they could not pay me enough because of what I have and what people can have in Arbonne. The ability to create an income stream that comes over and over and over and over again, where your focus and your emphasis is helping others. I don't want anyone to buy products that doesn't want to buy products. I don't. And I don't want anyone to get started in a business that isn't going to take it somewhere. But I want people to know what's available to them. And we like to say we're beacons of information. Just be educated. Just know what this is. And if it's not for you, that's fine. But don't tell me that I didn't tell you about it. And the amazing thing about being a beacon of information is there are a lot of people that I figured out are just like me, that they wanted something more. And they could understand working this into the nooks and crannies, doing little things. We meet with people individually. We do things online. I met people like for coffee or dropped a sample off. I did small groups of like 3 to 6 people around a kitchen table, just telling them about Arbonne products. I worked what worked with my life in just sharing what Arbonne had to offer. And I was able to work my way out of my corporate job, as well as so many other people have within Arbonne. And so it's not pie in the sky. You do work for it, but you work it with your life. And that's so amazing. And the income that I have now, right now, I physically couldn't sell as much Arbonne products that go through my network. There's no way. But I make an income like a top executive in a, top 100 firm, like a business. So the ability that you have to create what you want out of this is unbelievable. And the freedom of knowing that if something happens and I need to go and tend to it, it's not like I'm taking vacation days, and it's not like it's all going to go away. And that's what you can't put a price tag on, because life does happen and you never know when impact is going to happen. So this example is leveraging your time. This is my friend Debbie, and as she's sharing Arbonne, there's 4 other people, and a couple that are like, oh my gosh, this makes sense. I should so have my own virtual franchise of Arbonne. So they sign up to be consultants, and then they have 4 people that they share it with who also want to do this. Now, not everybody you talk to wants to have a virtual franchise, which is completely fine. But as you talk to people, there are people that it really resonates with, and you're like, this makes perfect sense. So within a short period of time, you could have a team of 21 people, and it started with you just sharing about Arbonne. And everyone gets rewarded for their efforts. So my favorite thing about this was when my friend Jody explained, she was like, Julianne, I will make a little bit of commission off of your sales, but my commission doesn't take away from yours. And if you work this business better than me, you'll make more money, regardless of the fact that I signed you up. And I thought, well, there we go. To me, that's the huge, huge deal. It should go to the person who's doing the best at it, who's working it, right? And that is not how corporate America works at all. And so I loved that, oh my goodness, I get to do what I want and there's nothing holding me back. No, there's nothing holding you back in this. So when I saw the income averages, that was what made me stop. District managers at the first bump in commission, anywhere from $200 to up to $1,000 a month in compensation. We teach people to get there very quickly. On my team, we get there typically in 2 to 3 months. Area manager, you're making anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000 a month. And you guys, that when I saw the comma, I was like, okay, this is worth it. Like, this is real money. And my husband stopped snickering and laughing at me. And he thought, oh, there is something to this. I think you can make some great money. So regional vice president is the next bump in commission. It's anywhere from $4,000 to $12,000 a month. And that is typically the range where it changes things for people. And it did for me. Because when I promoted to regional vice president, that was when I could take a step back from corporate America. I went from one company car to the other, and mine was not a white Mercedes in my corporate job. But Arbonne, gives me a monthly cash stipend towards a white Mercedes. And that, it was huge. It was absolutely huge for me. And national vice president, that's the title that I am at and have been for quite some time. National vice presidents make anywhere from, $15,000 a month and up. There isn't a ceiling to it. There's no, oh, you've bonused out or you've made too much or whatever. There's nothing like that in Arbonne. And I just thought, are you kidding me? This is skincare and nutrition products, and people really make this money. My biggest question is, do you have to be psycho? Like, do you have to talk to literally glob onto people and force them to buy? No. Oh my gosh, no. And please don't. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be that person. Our products are good enough that when you share them and people try them, people really, really fall in love with them because they are an unbelievable value and they deliver amazing results. So we have a global opportunity. I don't know if you know people in other countries, but we're currently just right now in the United States, Canada, Australia. We're opening up New Zealand next month. We're in Poland, the UK, and we're about to open Taiwan late this year or early 2017. And I always put that out there, you might think that you don't know anyone in these areas, but if you started asking the people that you know, I bet you anything somebody knows someone. And that's how I have a team in Australia. I didn't know anyone in Australia, but it was a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. No lie. So it's pretty amazing that a lot of network marketing companies, they go global very quickly. And there's a lot of money to be made in other regions around the world, but Arbonne hasn't. And the reason why is we're really dedicated to who we are as a company, and we want to do things right, and the culture that we have. And it's not just about the money. The last thing I want to impress upon you is what I didn't realize when I decided to start selling Arbonne products is that I knew I saw a way out of my corporate job. And when I really got real with myself, I realized how much I wanted something different. And so at first it was very much about me and my family, and that I wanted more freedom and flexibility. But what the beautiful thing about what we do is we're very much about serving others and figuring out, is there a way, do you have a need or a desire? Like, is there something that can make this better? There's nothing better than getting thank yous from clients being like, oh my gosh, this absolutely transformed my skin. Or you literally transformed my life because I've gotten off of medications because I did the 30-day to healthy living program. It's extremely rewarding. And beyond that, it's building the team and helping other people achieve success, because that's how you're successful in this, is helping other people be successful. And so we're very prideful about the culture that we have, and that it's not just this let's get rich quick and let's make tons of money and whatever. There's a lot of money to be had in this, but we want people that have integrity, character, that care about other people, that want to do good out in the world and know that they're changing lives for the better. And I cannot tell you what it has been like for me to help promote people to VP levels and see. It was really cool when I got there, but it was amazing to help other people get there. And so if you're someone who cares about others, that you want to feel like you're making a difference on a daily basis, this might be exactly what you're looking for. Because to me, this is the best gig in town, because my family has been so blessed by me building this business, like unbelievably blessed, but it's also blessed others. It hasn't just been for me. I've been able to share it and be like, oh my gosh, you can have the exact same thing I have. You can have the exact same lifestyle. You can go on the trips that Arbonne takes me on. We're all about to, a bunch of us are working to earn a trip to Atlantis. I take my family on one trip a year. My kids are so spoiled because of all the places they've gone with Arbonne. And I think that when people look back in there, if I ask them, what would you do more of if time and money were no object? The number one answer I get is travel. But most of the time people, it's finances, or you don't feel like you can take the time away. It's just difficult. And Arbonne literally has given my family the world, because we go all over the place and I can run my business from my cell phone. And I really do. So, thank goodness of smartphones. So at this point, it's really kind of like, what do you want to know more about? Do you want to know more about trying some products? Would you be open to hosting and introducing the person that invited you on to this call, like introducing them to other people who need to know about this? If this isn't a fit for you, that's fine. But I guarantee several people who absolutely need to know what we have to offer, because they're dying. They are literally on that treadmill of every day, like just thinking, how am I ever going to get ahead? How am I ever going to really get what I want? And even people who seem to have great jobs, well, those great jobs that can come with a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, and a lot of feeling like you can't even take time off. So I know you know somebody, and you definitely know people that need to feel good about the products that they're using on their bodies and in their bodies, and knowing that they have a really great value and they're getting amazing results. And if you are interested in this and wanting to know more from a business perspective, let the consultant who invited you onto this call, let them know that. They will help you investigate this. Just by saying you're interested doesn't mean that you're doing it. It's okay. We don't strong arm people, but you deserve to have all of your questions answered and to thoroughly investigate it for yourself before you decide. So I so appreciate your time on this phone call or webinar. It really means the world to me to be able to share this with people. I hope that you have a wonderful evening and a great rest of this month and, getting into summer. And I hope that you are on track to living your dream life, because I believe that everybody should be able to do that. And Arbonne may just be the vehicle for you in order to do that. So thank you so much. And I will shut this down. So thank you.